Hello everyone and welcome to another live feed. The rare live feed. Anyway, we'll wait for some of you guys to rock up. If anyone rocks up. We're going to tidy up a bit of my desk. I need to tidy up some of my desk. And then I'm going to do some tinkering on the UT4 because I've got to pull the front diff part. Someone's joined us. Say hi. Feel free to say hi. I see you there, man. So yeah, the rare live feed. Adam's joined us. How are you, Adam? Hope you're well, mate. Hope things is going good for you. I'd like to ideally do some more proper RC streams, but I need to sort out a laptop because my old one dead. Actual died. No recovery this time. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of a tinker session with my UT4 and I figure we'll bugger it. Why not go do a Facebook Live because we don't do those very often anymore. I got to pull the front diff out of this. Not looking forward to it if I'm honest, but I got to do it so that I can free up the locker. I don't think the locker's actually locking properly. So yeah. Let me see if... Does this work anymore? Nah. How crap. That's annoying. The whole invite thing doesn't even work anymore. Whatever. Anyway. So I'm going to start tinkering. Oh. Jesus. So I'm going to pull the front wheels off. And I'm going to pull all the front of the bloody UT4 apart. Apparently it's supposed to be really easy. Apparently. So I'll pull the wheels off and then I'll have a look at the old manual. And we'll have a look see and see. Jesus. See just how hard this is going to be. They did apparently design this so that you can actually pull the entire diff out without pulling the whole truck apart. We're about to find out. That's what we're going to do. So, if we look at the back of the book here, it shows you how to pull crap out without taking the whole truck apart, apparently. Okie dokes. Remove the bottoms, yada yada. Okay. So apparently we can remove the whole carriage without getting rid of everything. Yoink. Yoink. Go away. You used to be able to share these things and everything. You can't do that now apparently. Let me do a test chat. Zoom. There we go. Josh has joined us. How are you, Josh? Hope you're well, mate. How's things going? How's that old car going? Still going? Alright. What do I have to undo? Apparently I don't have to undo any of the shocks, which is a surprise. Apparently. Undo the steering arms. Undo those, right. Yoink. I probably should have done a little bit of... There's a nut on there, isn't there? Of course there is. Should have done a little bit of advertising before I started this. We're going to do a stream. But I didn't, I just started it. So, if people turn up, they turn up. If they don't, they don't. Basically, someone's messaged me. Someone has. Right, so we've got to undo this. Mr. Dennis Leo joined us. How are you, Dennis? I don't get, there it is. Lovely. How are you, Dennis? You alright, mate? I don't know if any of you guys have commented. If you have, I can't see it. Yoink. Unfortunately, Dennis, when we do these ones, there's no fun chat stuff. Yoink. Hi. Okay, just want to make sure the chat was working. I thought one of you might have written hello or that or something. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the rear ones. Apparently. Apparently that's what I need to undo. 1, 2, okay. I see. So hopefully this means I can just yoink the whole thing out. Don't know. Yoink. I'll try and keep these bolts separate. Okay. Mike's joined us. Hey Mike, hope you're well, mate. Good to see you. The rare live feed, eh? Bloody oath. It's weird none of you guys saying anything. Is the comments working? Someone say hi in chat. I stress about whether stuff works properly on any form of stream because I like to be profesh about it. That's gone forever. So if I remember correctly, this should just yoink the entire side off. It's been a while since I put this together. But no, it can't because there's those. We'll see. We'll see. Yoink. Why don't you just drop a message in chat? And if it won't let you, shoot me an actual message and let me know. Oh, I've got to get rid of these two as well, apparently. I do. Yoink. So, like from Josh. Good on you, Josh. It's just weird not seeing any of you guys write any messages. Are you all watching on silent? I don't remember how this comes out now. So I have to take the front piece off. And then that'll let me take that off, and then the whole thing can come out. You reckon this thing's big enough? Someone sent me a message. 2 people sent me a message. Don't think you're seeing chat. No, I'm not seeing chat. There we go. Now I can see it. Stupid. What it was showing me, it was showing me who joined, but it wasn't showing any messages. Have I run? No, I haven't run it yet. Who wrote that? Sorry, look, let me catch up. Mike, have you run it yet? No. Josh, the build's turning out awesome. Come on, cooperate. There we go. I think we're good now. Who messaged me? Andrew, Josh. Thank you, Josh, for sending that message, mate. That hopefully will clear everything up. Everyone do a wavy face, just so I can make sure it's ticking over properly. I can actually see chat messages now, though. I thought it was a bit odd. I'm like, they're not normally this quiet, especially Dennis. So yeah, I haven't run it yet. Last night I got the ESC installed. Got that installed, got all the lights done. Got the gearbox sorted out, so that's changing gears properly. I will say, I feel like this thing needs like a 20 kilo servo for the gear changer. You'll have to rewrite it, Dennis. Sorry, mate. That's got to come off. These got to come out. Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it. Andrew joined us. How are you, Andrew? Hope you're well, mate. So yeah, I got pretty well everything ready to go. Just my diffs weren't locking and unlocking properly. Where's the other bolt for that? I suppose it must be those two, is it? I think it is those two. Want to see more of the driver? Nah, look, I don't. I wish he would, but I think he's too big. Once I pull this shit out, I'll open up the roof and get him back out. Cross needs to make him in 10 scale. He's sensational. Jesus Christ. That's very tight there. Make your own jokes, lads. So yeah, I thought bugger it. I was nearly going to do a snow runner stream, which I knew Andrew would have liked. I was like, oh, no, I can't bother doing snow run. It's so stressful. That, and I wanted to tinker on this anyway, so, well, bugger it. For bugger it, I'll do an RC live. We can't do any RC streams at the moment because the laptop's rooted. Don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't look like Stig Dennis. It's just a micro servo, I think. There's measurements. I'll give you the measurements in a minute. There is actually measurements on there. But I need to sort out. Like, I've got servos, and they're not cheap servos for the locker and the gear changer. But I just find that when it's holding in high gear, the servo gets warm, which is not ideal. Right, that's those. Then I have to take out these. Then I have to undo those. Now I'm hoping I can get to all this without moving the bloody shit too much, because I need to be able to get to the locker. Yeah, I think it's just a standard micro servo, Dennis, but I can have a look. That's not the end points. I've adjusted that 100 times. It's just I feel like it needs to have bigger servos where it is. I don't know if I could design a regular servo holder to go there. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. I can't remember. I think it's digital. Maybe I should pop an analog in it. You reckon? I basically bought, Mike, the ones that I could get that'd fit. Because they're a funny size servo, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Crosstown's have a habit of doing that lately. They're a funny size servo. So I grabbed what I could grab, basically. Yoink. Full restoration on a 59k. Apparently there's a mod, Dennis, for the Challenger Super Bee. Apparently. So it looks like car mods are starting to turn up now for CMS. Well, it depends, Josh. You can pretty well do what you want with it. Excuse me. I'm going to slow crawl it because it's a big, expensive truck that I can't afford to buy new parts for. We'll get that later. But, I mean, Cross have posted videos of the jumping the thing. I've no doubt it'd take it. But I just prefer, I put a lot of effort too into building this, of making it pretty and really nice. I don't really want to go and wreck my hard work. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. So now what's holding that in? Undone those. undone those. Oh, there's still one here. Ugh. So yeah, I'm just going to slow crawl it and enjoy it, I think. I think that's my plan. We'll say that. I'll probably get there one day and go, time to eat her, boys. That's out. I don't know what's holding it. I feel like they hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apparently they don't. Do I have to undo? No. I must have to undo those. I must have to. Find out in a second. Yeah. May need to get rid. There's been plenty of my trucks that I've flogged the piss out of to show people that Cross knows how to build a truck. I'm not doing it with all of them. And let's be realistic. For some dumb reason, not that many people are buying these trucks, which is pretty stupid, especially given the price of them now. These things are epic. Absolutely epic bit of kit. So I think I'm done bashing my trucks to suit other people, Dennis. I did it for a long time because there were so many people out there that are like, oh, Cross makes shit trucks, they don't know what they're doing and all this. Like, no, you just don't know what you're doing, mate. So screw them. Just going to enjoy my trucks. I think it's my plan. Nice. I've got a couple of interiors. That has to come off anyway, so that can lift up out. Yeah. I've got a couple of interiors that I need to do. One of them, it might fit the thing. Ah, here we go, boys. Take that. Oh, no, I won't take that off there. I might have to. Brian's joined us. How are you doing? It is very big. It is very big. Okay. No slack in that cable. That's a bastard. Okay, we're going to have to take this out of here, I think. So yeah, all this to mess with the lockers. The rear one I've got sorted. The front one still not moving. And I think it's because the slide's too dry on the actual locker springer itself. So it's easy, but it's just a lot to get to it. Looks like a blazer. No. G-Made make those blazers. That's not just going to come out of there anyway, is it? No. Ah. Well, how the fuck am I going to get to that? I really don't want to pull this whole thing apart like it is. Ugh. I thought you could pop these up out of here. You must be able to. You must be able to. I feel a little out of practice. Okay, let's have a look. That slides in there. I'm going to take top of this diff off anyway. Whatever I did with me driver. G-Mate do make some nice stuff. The only problem is they sort of haven't gone anywhere with it. It's just the same one as the double cab, which is the same as the single cab, which is, you know, it's been the same thing for quite a while now. Ugh. Yoink. They're different sizes, okay. Front, back. Okay. Just trying to remember exactly where everything's going and coming. So what's everyone been up to anyway? Since we stopped doing all of our live feeds every day. I've been trying to do more RC stuff. It just, my God, it takes its toll on me. I got a bad move when I finish doing this stuff. Tempted to take that off so I can get a bit more swing. I think if I undo those two bolts, I can probably swing that entire steering assembly up out of the way. Okie dokie, we're in. Seems to slide just fine. Ugh, which means it might be a cable issue. Have a look at the size of these things, would you? Look at that. So I'm going to pop a bit of power into it. I'm going to flick the old switch and see what happens. Yoink. Yoink. Let me. I wonder if that's in the right way. I didn't build that bit, that was already built. Messing around with the actual 124. I'm sick to death of seeing 124s. I don't know why. The SCX24 I've never really been much on. And bloody Samix keeps making shit for it and tagging me in it every day. It's like, stop making shit for the 24. Stop making some cross stuff. He said to me, do you work for Cross? I said, no. If I did, I'd be making my own stuff. I said, you need to stop making shit that everyone else is already making. Facts. Hard facts, boys. If you're an RC company out there, don't just make TRX4 shit because everyone else is doing it. That'll look schmicky mouse, so I just need to make sure that's in the right direction. It looks to be. Just why won't you? Yeah, so it's not, this is the problem, you see. It doesn't want to spring. It doesn't want, I don't know why I'm looking up there. I'm looking at the old live stream camera. Diff's out. Diff's really out now. You fucking idiot. Okay. That's sliding freely by itself. So it's 100%. It's 100% something on this end. That moves in there. Right, power. That's what I was going to do. Radio on. Fun and games. Fun and games. Under this side somewhere. Where is it? I've just literally got the power button floating around in there. So that's 100% moving as should. Interesting. Now I've got to try and put this fucking back together the right way. Which way did that go? That's going to go that way. How did that even come out of there? Like that, apparently. What an idiot. Okay. Okay. That looks like it's adjusted right. That's got to go that way. With that. And that. I feel like maybe that spring needs to be a bit bigger. I've seen pictures. I haven't seen a lot of pictures. I've seen of it. I know I feel a bit behind the times, Mike. I used to be up with everything before anyone even knew it was a thing. But I'm definitely behind the times now compared to what I used to be. I feel like that needs to go through here. I think it does need to go through there. Shit! No, there it is. We're good. I think that was the problem. That needs to go through here. Then into this setup. 15 running shitty out 5 by PS5. Oh yeah, nice. I haven't played that in a long time. I think my old account's still there somewhere. I think Maddie told me he's seen my dude running around somewhere. Okay. So hopefully, once I get all this shit back together, so finicky. Pop that in there like yay. Pop that back in there like yay. Now, does that have a seat? That does have a seat. Come on! We'll get there. Wait, we'll get there. Okay. That is seated. That is seated. Okay. Now, theoretically speaking, if I flick this switch, that should move. Should move. Here we go. Mr. Foster's joined us. Is your CCO one fast? I've got an 80 turn, I think, in mine, Mike. They are from factory, fucking fast. Way too fast. So it's either a 55 or an 80, one of the two. It's locking in. Well, seems to be doing what it's supposed to. So now all I have to do is put it all back together and hope that Christ it works. What do I do with the top of that chap? Stupid. Yeah, because they come with a 27 turn and it's way too fast. Way too fast. I'll take a little bit of grease out of the locker area. Should be fine. I have my old account still, a lot of work on that account. I started doing GTA Online, Dennis, when it came out, and then sort of give up on it pretty quick. It didn't really float me boat, if you know what I mean. Come on now. Come on now. Get these started. Which CC01 did you get, Mike? My pot whole thing hasn't seen daylight in a long time. Mind you, none of my trucks have really. I was nearly going to go out today, but after all the work I did on this thing last night, my back was buggered, so it was like, well, I'll just keep working on the truck, get this thing to the point where it's done and ready to roll out, and then through the week, I'll try and get them out. Just run private crew, private only crew. So okay, it is weird, Benny. How are you, mate? It's very weird, eh? This is our temporary fix until I get a laptop I can use. Because no one's dead. It did well, that laptop. I'll give it that. It's so big. Make sure that's not overturned. Anyone else RC tinkering today? I can't be the only one. If so, what are you tinkering on? Right, now I need to open the instruction manual to remind me how it all goes back together. I want to say that it goes in that way. Drive shaft goes on. Let me just make sure. I'd really hate to get this all back together and go, shit, I missed a bit. Rid of one the FC6 Savo. Nice. You got that cab painted yet, mate? That's right to go back in there now. I believe. Oh, I can actually pop in the front two of these. Right, now I need to check the bloody size of them. Where was the bit where I bolted that in? Here. Ish. Fronts 1206s. 06. Always keep your manuals, kids. Change your 21 Rocco build a bit. There's topless version with the same. Oh dear. Has it got a full interior? I assume so. I just had an idea. The only problem is it requires pulling the entire motor and gearbox out. And I don't want to do that. I feel like the spring on the gearbox needs to be stronger so that it pushes out harder. The only problem with that, of course, is when you put it in gear, but then it's got to work harder to do that too. Same ones, okay. I don't know why I closed that. Okay. Telling you what you want to do for your 2020 D110. Build it. That's the one we've been talking about for a while, isn't it, Benny? Now, fellas, while we're all here, well, not all of us, there's not many of us, but anyway, if you're not in the Discord already, join it. Okay? A lot of us share stuff to do with RC every day in the Discord. It's about time you bastards stop thinking, oh, I don't like games. It's not just, it's not just about games. It's not. Get in. Which way is that facing? That way. That way. Twist, you bastard. Oh, that one. Okay. I'm with you. Lovely. Wicked. Well, we're at the fun part now. We get to put it all back together. And then count how many bolts we've got left over when we're finished. 0. That's the plan, lads. Oh God, that's got to slide in through there, doesn't it? Hey, yeah. Looks like it's meant to be there. Oh, that one. Okay. I don't like that. Don't like that at all, actually. That needs to have a cutout in there, I think, in my expert opinion. Now I see why it was where it was. The only problem is it pulls on it too much. Ah! I don't know if I can get some slack. What are the 3 rolls? Oh, okay. Yeah. Printer rolls. For telling TX roll wouldn't perform without portals. Would perform better. Lower centre of gravity. That's what it is, my friend. I'm going to have to pull that apart again. That's going to have to sneak out that side, which I don't like. Shit. Shittity shit. That doesn't really come off there. How annoying. This thing here needs just a cutout so the cable can go in there. I think. This must be riveting viewing. I guess once you watch a live feed like this, it makes you appreciate when we can do it through Twitch, because They're a lot prettier and a lot nicer to work with than Facebook. Excuse me. It's about as usual. What's about? You've lost me, Betty. Oh, come on. Right. What's a pain in the ass? So now we have to yoink that back out. And then we have to pull this. Oh, I do have to undo that. Son of a bitch. Not had much luck at taking shortcuts. Nostalgia. Yeah, I reckon. I reckon it would. I reckon it would. Well, hopefully one day we can get back to doing stuff how we used to. It's just really not easy. It's not easy at all lately. I mean, Benjamin's at me all the time. Every time I'm in here, he wants to be in here. And when he's in here, I can't do anything because he just wants to grab everything. He loves the trucks, which is awesome. He'll quite happily sit down and watch my YouTube videos and such, which is cool. Aha, gotcha. Right, let's try that again. That way. I still don't like that setup. I don't like that setup at all. David Jones joined us. Hey, Dave. Hope you're well, mate. Feel free to say hello, my friend, in chat. The Russian's optional. I get to fight with this in the spring again now. Right. That's in there. And that is a royal pain in the ass. I'm going to have to put that like that, do it up, then twist it. Because that needs to go like that so I can go, yeah. What a pain! Slide that into there as far as that will go. Pop the cover back on. Think I'm winning. Think I'm winning, lads. Now the trick here is if I don't win and it's just going to be a raw pain in the ass, I just set it up so that it's locked all the time. Doesn't faze me. No, I'm probably never ever going to use the lockers. I do like to have stuff work. Now something I did do with this truck a while ago was I pilfered the Shift RC servo from my Bronco, the snap-on Bronco, and put in this because it's pretty beefcake. And the Bronco really doesn't need that servo, so I just put a 20 kilo servo on the Bronco. That's all back up and running. Got the driver in there. Yoink. Now everything's covered in grease. Don't you love working with grease, boys? What a pain in the ass. Hopefully now that's sweet. Hopefully. You fucking rookie. What a rookie. Too busy chit-chat. I have noticed a distinct difference in when you work on RC by yourself and when you work on RC chatting to people. When you're chatting to people, you forget stuff. Like the integral parts of the vehicle that are needed to make it drive. Yeah, let's expect me to go for the topmost version of Bronco. Have to find a larger box for the hardtop version. What? You've lost me. What do you mean, Dennis? You've lost me there. Can't believe I've got to put the fucking axle on it. Oh, did you? Do 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 do. It's like nothing ever changed. I might need this bit. There we go. I hear you need those. To plan to send you. I was actually just, as soon as you said box, I was thinking, did Dennis ever send that box? He said he was sending. I don't think we get those bodies here, Dennis, so that actually would be bloody handy. What wheelbase is it? We very much appreciate it. Of course. Someone do me a favour and tag Lawrence Maud in the chat. He gets upset when he misses these. At Lawrence, and he should pop up. Poor bugger missed the last one I did, and he was watching it when it wasn't live and started commenting like it was. Just a little shy through. Okay. Good fit for a Demon or something then. The old 310mm Demon chassis. This is a pretty clever setup, for honest. I'm probably making it look harder than it is. They're going to dig out my old, haven't used for a while. Are you going to run portals on it? What do I need now? This bit. Shit, I better make sure I get it the right way around. That goes towards the back. Okay, so... watch me now not get this to fit. I see now. Now I know why it's so hard to make fit, because that hits the side. So I might have to go this side first. I really don't want to take this cover off again, but I think I'm going to have to. Oh, it's nearly there. Beauty. Okay. So that now goes like that. Jesus, I'm making this look difficult. Hate myself. It's the wrong fucking way around. Oh man, I should have just stayed in bed. I've got spares here, Benny, actually. I was lucky enough I got sent some spares of mine. I'm going to take that off again. Otherwise I'll have to slide that past there like a bastard. Jesus Christ. Man. I'm literally just making this harder on myself. I was thinking, why won't that fit down in there? Because it's the wrong way, dickhead, that's why. What did you do with yours, Benny? Wreck the spring on the outside? Well, I'm not rushing, Dennis. I'm chatting, that's the problem. Come on. I'm not rushing. I never rush stuff. I used to rush stuff a long time ago, but I don't anymore. I've learnt patience. I'm not concentrating, that's the problem. The simplest of tasks. And I'm just making it look like I've got no idea what I'm doing. I promise I've done RC stuff before, chat, if you're new here. Pull the cable out of the collar. Let's servo freight it. Yeah, you can still use it. Mr. Genovese, Jundus, how are you, Dennis? Doing better than me, I hope. I'm doing nothing but cocking this whole thing up. Stay. Fix it works? Nice. Nice. Promise this is the last time this is coming apart, chat. Promise. Oh, not good, Dennis. Not good, mate. What's wrong with that? You give into the shits that much? Send her our best wishes, of course. Yeah, that'll be a hard rip, Benny. But I mean, when it comes down to it, the amount that you'll actually use the diff lock pretty small, because if you're going to go crawling with it, well, you're just going to have it locked all the time. If you're going to bash it around like an idiot, fair enough, unlock the diffs. But if you're just going to do predominantly crawling, well, it's pretty well going to be locked the whole time. Well, you got to stop annoying her, mate. You need to borrow an RC truck to build. Keep a mind off things. Right. Bloody grease. Bloody grease is everywhere. Okie dokes. Now I need to pop in these ones. So why haven't more of you guys bought a UT4? She hasn't called you for... Yeah, but it's already built, Dennis. It's already built, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Give her something to build. Then she can build it and keep her mind off stuff. Wrong ones, dopey. Wrong end. This end. Yes. What a nightmare. Yeah, well, this is the thing, Benny. More people should have these. They're mental. Bloody epic bit of kit. Oh, so she has got one, it's just not built. Well, come on, give her some spanners. You know, wrenches, not spanners, obviously. Me too. Okay. Okay. Actual progress. I'm going to take that off. What do I do? The size is half the reason to buy it, Mike. Because it's fucking massive. Woo! It's a nice change of pace from just doing 10 scale stuff all the time. I think. Not only that, the scaleness of this thing is awesome. There's so many opportunities to scale it out. Okie dokes. Now that exhaust can go back on. Wherever that went, there. Benny, has yours got a motor fan on it? I was thinking about all those plugs and stuff for the power and all that sort of shite. That needs to be a shorter one. So there we go. It does it? Oh, that was close. I nearly dropped that into the chasm of nowhere. Lovely. How long before I had a co-driver? Once Twitch starts paying me a paycheck. I haven't got the money to do anything, Dave, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I don't really... I'm trying to do everything I can do at the moment on what I've already got. I'm running out of shit. I was lucky enough that Cross sent me a driver with this truck. Because if they didn't, I don't think I'd have one. Let's just check the book. I would like the co-driver, they're pretty cool. The driver figures for these are sensational. What am I looking for? Those bits. That goes towards the back, that side. That side. Yoink. Okie dokie. Now, two top ones are shorter. When I say top, I actually mean the bottom. I feel like they're too long. They might be too long, actually. No, same size. We'll know if it's too long, chat. Once we start driving, she goes, cock, 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 cock. I think you'd really like this, Dennis. You're American. You guys like big stuff. You made me worried then, Benny, about the pins. I don't have to go in yet. They don't have to go in yet. I was like, shit, do I need to put those in yet? She's starting to look like a truck again. Thank God. Only took me 15 hours to get that cover right. Oh, really? Did you put a bit of grease or anything on? They're a pin. I don't see why you couldn't. Okay. The outside ones are these bad boys. No worries, Dennis. I appreciate you stopping by, mate. Appreciate you stopping by. Once we get sorted with another laptop or something down the track, then we'll do more RC proper live streams. But at the moment, I'm at a point where I just can't do it. Can't do it. Haven't got the monies. What kind of servos do you have? I use for the shifter diffs. They're a funny size, Dennis. I'd have to send you the actual size of them. I want to redesign some stuff in this and print out full size servo ones. Maybe put a what's its face? It's shit, I forget what they are. Short servo, you know what I mean. But a normal size one. The English on this kid. Struggling today, man. Which one did yours have in it, Dennis? Benny? The actual cross ones? Still turns. So you know if you're doing it right, chap. I feel like that's too long for that. Find out, no? I put, what's its name ones in mine, bloody HD dealies. Okay. I think I'm now ready to re-axle it. Before I do that, I'll put bolts back in there. Do. Yeah, it will, Dennis. It will. It'll be 100% ready to go. Sunshine. What size are those bolts, Jack? I forget which ones I took out of there. One, two, three. Yeah. I don't think they went in until the cage went together. Cage. Okay. Those ones. Which I must have floating around here somewhere. Keep throwing stuff in different containers. I wonder why I can never find it. Why do you know line up? Should be lined up. Beep. Has yours got the carbon fibre in the links, Benny? Originally, that was not going to be a thing. Then it was changed and upgraded. But all the bolts in this thing are so fucking long. Take me forever to do up a bolt. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, there's carbon fibre plates that go either side of the links, Dennis. Come on, you bastard. Oh, get in there. Can't see if that's going too high or too low or what. Looks like it's pretty straight through. It's just catching that last one. Loosen these off so I can move the cradle. Doesn't want to cooperate. Yeah, you're jinxing me now. I just can't see which way it needs to go. That's the problem. I almost feel like it's got to go upwards, which is a bastard if it does. Okay. Bada boom, bada bing. I thought you'd driven it before then, Dennis. Oh, straight through. Bloody delightful that is. Okay. Now for my next trick. I'm trying to do the same on the other bloody side. That's how it's supposed to work, Benny. Easy. Now, what bolts have I not got in here yet? Okay. Okay. Back here. Real lot bar. Yes, you do. First time I've ever been drew. There you go, Dennis. Hey, there you go. Just checking bolt sizes, lads. You know how it is. I'm winning now. Now she looks like a truck. You know it's lapping though, don't you, chat? And we got all this effort. And it probably won't change anyway. Just to shit me off. And if it doesn't, I'll just leave it locked. And I'll worry about it later. Oh, I already did that side. Nice. Right, so they're all in. Two smaller ones, smaller, for this side. And then I think the front panel was ready to go back on. And then the steering arms are ready to go back on, and all that shit. So if I didn't spend so much time cocking it up, it would have actually been a reasonably quick process. I will say, I know the rear diff's really easy to work on. I pulled that apart last night and sorted out that. Sorted out that locker. That was a 5-minute job. That was really really well thought out, innit? Do you know what I mean? No shelf queen sounds. Can't do shelf queens, mate. Right, now steering. We definitely don't see the numbers we used to see in these Facebook feeds, do we? I mean, I know it's the first time we've done it in a long time, but I should have called it free shit. We had heaps of people here. Don't think that'll ever happen, Dennis. I don't think, mate. I mean, they keep releasing shit for GTA 5 instead of actually making a new one. We get it. It's been done. Do 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 do. Look at me go now. Now I can put the entire front panel together. Yay. And it's pretty well test worthy now. Do 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 do. Oh, now I've got to put these horrible bloody... Look at the size of these and things. Eh? Really doesn't need to be that long. I'm sure Benny will agree. Have you taken those off, Benny? I guess you must have done. This is why people use drills. Shit like this. I would like to get the sway bar kit for this thing. That'd be nice. It's pretty much the only upgrade I really... There's a few they make for it. Full skid plates and all this sort of stuff. You use a drill? Yeah, I sort of don't blame you on this. It takes forever. Wouldn't be so bad if it free spun for a while. I mean, they could have done... a heap of... Just a bar with a thread on the end, so that wasn't so bad. This way, you're screwing in so much thread for the whole bloody thing. Painful! Oh, nearly stabbed myself. There we go. Once with this. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. Right, bash plate time. We'll pop that back on down. The problem is, Benny, once you do one of them up, you need to go and lay down for 10 minutes before you do anything else. I think I've misplaced one of those screws. Oh no, there it is. Actually, all right. I think that's the last bit. All those bolts is in there. All those bolts is in there. Seems to work. I feel like I need to pull out an actual rattle gun to do these. Dugga, 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 dugga. Is Mike still here, is he? You still here, Mike? Hey, Josh is still here. Good on you, Joshy. One bonus for doing these Facebook live feeds is view counts mean nothing. Not like my Twitch view count. That's important. Right. I mean, obviously, it's nice to have people here watching. Because if people don't, we'll lose the right door. Lots of shit I can do in my free time. I don't get much free time, so. Right. %100% locked. Unlocked. Locked. Beauty, my friend. Isn't that great? That is so great when things work. think I've got a bucket of these. All right. All right, my friend. So, thankfully that worked, because that would have been really shitty if it didn't. It does crawl nice and slow. You made good job, everybody. So far as I can tell, chat, besides tucking that receiver wire away that I can see, it's pretty well ready to take on the world. Except my gear change, the servo's not working. Oh no, I altered it. That's fine. Shit, I can't remember which way is which now. That's fine. You can stay in low for now. I altered the switch, so when I flick that, it's actually not moving the endpoint of the servo. I did it because it was noisy last night. That's why I did that. So yeah, she's ready to roll out. What a bass. Gears are noisy. They're massive gears. Of course they're noisy. And they're in essentially an echo chamber. There's nothing you can do about it. Again, it's going to be noisy. You got metal gears that big, they've got to make some kind of noise. Lovely. Also like it's a wide rate. Oh yeah, she's wide, all right. Second gear is just hyperdrive compared to first, but it's good because it sort of helps them get what they were going for. It's either a crawler or it's a bouncer. Fine, Andrew. So yeah, she's ready. Arm hairs. Anyway, the only thing I really need to do, I think, is this wire I've got to tuck away. That one. Tuck that wire away and then double side tape my power button so that it stops moving. And of course, because of how I've done all this, that's going to be a shit. But yeah. Yeah. Totally understand it, Benny. I love the battery box of this thing. I don't know how well you guys can see this. There's the battery box there, right? Swipe the comments out of it. Battery box is here. Ta! Isn't that fantastic? So yeah, she's pretty well ready. Thankfully, my driver really doesn't move around either, which is good. I do ideally need to pull that floor out and redo this and that and everything else, but that can wait. That can wait. I think if we get a couple of good days weather this week, I'll take this out, film this. I haven't done a bloody film in a while. Film this, and then I'll try and get the SP4 out as well, and film that too. Zeke's joined us, how you did. Okay, that's good. That's out of the way. Well, what I can do, Benny, is it's gonna be double-sided tape to this bastard. What an interior. Yeah. Well, I'm putting mine just on the inside of the wall here. You see. I mean, I can always peel it off should I need to later. But if I put it just on the inside of the wall, then I can just go ping, turn it on like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Turn the radio off. Yoink. Grab a double-sided tape. Peel the old double-sided tape off. With my knife. Perfect. I thought about, I'm surprised you haven't actually, Benny, I thought about designing hinges for the bonnet. I thought about it. I just haven't got around to it yet. I'm actually surprised Cross didn't make hinges for the hood. I'll have you. All of a sudden Benny races to his computer. Oh, peel off you bloody thing. You do too much Rafe stuff. There's only so many races I can look at and go, that looks nice. That should be good then. Round about there anyway. Perfect. They're okay. When I first seen this thing, which was a bloody long time ago now, like when I first seen renderings of it, I looked at it, said to Rob, geez, I don't know, it's a bit ugly. It's grown on me, I'll be honest. But the initial pictures I seen, it looked pretty bad. They made some changes and this, that, and whatever else. And like I say, it's definitely grown on me. I was surprised when they sort of said that, oh, we're going to do this. Sweet as. Trail ready. So Mike's obviously not here anymore, so I'm not going to worry about pulling the driver out. No offence, Mike. But he's sitting in there, he can stay in there. Oh, I don't actually, I've got to double side his head down. I'll take the roof off. I will. There is actually a piece that you heat up and you stick his head on with, and his head will stay in, but I don't want to use that yet until I do the whole servo thing. So for now, You can just be double-sided tape down. Yoink. Ordered your drive yet, Benny? Yoink. You gonna get one? Full front. Oh yeah, I prefer just regular old trucks. Well, that's why I like the SP4 so much. It's just been built to be a regular old pickup. Like the the GC4 and stuff like that. Yeah, they're cool. But I love that SP4. I'll be babying that bloody thing when I take it out. I'll give you the tip. Judge me all you want. I don't care. I like that truck too much to not treat it really well. I need to redo his visor. Probably. Actual tears. Love that truck. It's beautiful. I'll get it down in a second. Pop mirror back on. It's a beautiful truck. Did no one tag Mr. Lawrence Maud for me? Because he's going to be upset. He's going to be all annoyed. He missed this. And we're nearly done anyway. Now, I don't know how long we've been live for. Must be at least an hour. Probably more. What's you going in there? Thank you. Do 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 do. There we go. Lovely. Ready for tester. What I'll do is I'll leave the truck in low while I'm out testing it, because most of it's going to be slow crawling I do anyway. But then I'll modify the servo settings so I can punch it and get some nice flat out slow motion footage. What a beast. And the problem is I haven't got any shelves big enough for that thing. Ah! Look at it, chat. Where's my brush? I finally found my dust brush too. Old Habits Die Hard. I love this truck. Look how pretty it is. Everything just worked. Everything. You know what I mean? not really even dusting, I'm dusting it. That's how much I like this truck. Yeah, not a bad idea, Billy. Something very therapeutic about doing this. I mean, look at it. Is that not one of the nicest SP4s you've seen? Huh? Look at it. Absolutely bloody stunning. Look at that paint. I can't wait to drive this. I just can't bloody wait. But at the same time, I know I'm going to be all like, ee, ooh, ah, ee, ooh, everywhere I go, because I don't want to wreck it. God, that's pretty. Also tiny compared to that thing. Bloody tiny. Oh, so good. Anyway, that's going to do it for it today, I think. Bit of a shame we didn't get a few more people turning up. But, you know what it's like, if it's not, you're not giving away free shit, people tend to stay themselves. Unfortunately, it's true. Anywho's, it's the usual blokes here. I'll talk to you later.